Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? I'm so happy that you're joining me for Spark of Wisdom. Today is, oh my God, I just know it's going to be an amazing oracle. So buckle up and let's get ready. If you're here joining me live, I see a couple people joining on. Let me know you're here. Type at me. Let me know you're here with me. I've got some frequency playing in the background. I put it in the comments below, or in the comments, in the description of the oracle. It is 963 frequency, the frequency of the gods, the frequency of the divine. The angels are coming in strong again this week. There's been a huge activation at hand, and it's been since the Lionsgate portal, and we're wrapping up this challenge. And so there's been, I know I've been experiencing a lot of confusion, a lot of timeline jumping, a lot of back and forth. And so maybe you resonate with that. I'm just pulling up angel numbers. We're doing angel numbers this week. Okay, so if you're joining me live, bear with me just a moment. There we go. There goes the chat. Rima! What's up, my friend? Hold on, I'm going to read in just a moment. Rima, oh my God, I have enough service to listen. I'm sitting here and not working at this second, waiting for another assignment. Well, I'm so happy you're joining me live. Thank you, Rima. Can you hear the frequency? Do I have it loud enough? I'm on fire. I'm on a fire and in the mountains. Okay, good. I don't want it to be overpowering, but I want everybody to be able to hear it. Okay, well, you stay safe up there, and we are collectively in the mountains as we speak. Chris is here. Hey, Chris, first timer. Thank you so much for being here. When you come on in, please give me a like. Please subscribe, hit the bell. I do go live every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, Spark of Wisdom. The animals come in I work with the animals, the crystals, plant medicine. You can say I work with the earth magic. And every week with the moon cycle, an animal comes in. And then on Wednesday, I always do Spark of Wisdom. Lauren's here. What's up, my friend? Okay, you guys, I'm just so excited. I worked unexpectedly today. We own a food truck, and so I was happy to help out. So if I seem a little like all over the place, please forgive me. I'm going to start, as we always do, with channeled message from this week, the Partridge. Now, the Partridge, oh man, it's just been so magical. So first of all, you know that song, The 12 Days of Christmas? And of course, you get down to the last one. And a partridge in a pear tree. I'm saying this at 3:33 with purpose. Because what we have this week, just before I went live, the angels wanted me to let you know and to let me know that you actually have a pair of messages this week, okay? So there is no such thing as partridges that hang in the tree, the pear tree, but they do hang out in the mountains. Specifically, we're in the Himalayan Mountains. So we're talking about a third eye activation, crown activation. There's a lot going on, as you will find out. But the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, came up, channeled song, for two reasons. Number one, we've been getting Christmas, so it's just another clue that there's an alignment coming. Christmas time, we're going to really be feeling in our groove. Let's bring it. And also, the partridge is actually the whole song. I'll post it on my Facebook page, which is in the details here on this. If you're not in my Facebook group, I'd love to have you join Infinite Energy or Ascension Light Warriors. And basically, the whole 12 Days of Christmas is a song about Jesus and the gospel. And it was hidden because many Catholics couldn't practice at the time it was written. So the partridge is actually seen as Jesus. So I thought I'd mention that because it's pretty awesome. But here's the message. Can you feel the energy around you? Are you aware of the intentions to jab, swoon, and balloon your ego? Encouraging you to duck, dive, roll, and hide. Powerful you are to act in such ways. Fluid-filled thoughts and doubts when you step. Your legs so heavy, the burdens you carry. Crushing, capsized, upside down, paralyzed. No eyes, no lies. This is not a race, rather a certainty of faith. Trust within reach when you arrive at the beach. Your thoughts wander and confuse. Tighten your ship, the mast, the sails. Full steam ahead. Your destination awaits. I have goosebumps. Crisscross applesauce. Go within and find the way to where the trees sway and the wind directs a symphony created for you. Tap your feet. The music is sweet. Dance, run, jump, play. Today, it's what you got. The secret spot. Neither here or there, rather everywhere and all at once. Relish, rest, ground. No flight, no fright. Shut it down. Reprieve. Take ease. When you please. Sneeze. Restart the beat of your heart, reformatted and renewed. These blessings are meant for you. Wow! Full on goosebumps again. Beautiful channeled message. Thank you to the partridge. Thank you to the angels. And so we're going to be doing something similar to last week. I'm so happy that you're here, Chris. If you need to go, of course, you can catch back the replay. We're going to be rolling the dice today. We're going to be getting angel numbers. If you missed it, we've got frequency 963 frequency coming in this week. That's a great thing to put on in the background to assist you and your team as you are wrapping up the challenge at hand and also claiming a gift. All right, so let's see what we got going on. We've got really so much. So I'm going to show you over here. We've got 8 different types of oracle. Okay, we're going to roll the dice for each and every single partridge. First, we're going to roll the dice. We're going to get an angel number, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to check in with the crystals for the energy around us. Okay, I've got a couple channeled messages for each one, and then we'll get into the oracle. So let's go. We're going to get started first of all with the snow partridge. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. So the snow partridge is number 1. Okay, so we've got 2, 6, 2. 2, 6, 2. Now, of course, this is my 8-dimensional, the crystalline grid. So I'm seeing a 2 there. So this is highlighting a chakra for you, which is your sacral chakra, which actually matches up with some of the things we got here. And we've got 6, 2. So 2, 6, 2. Let's look up angel number 262 for you. I do use sacred scribes. That is what I use for all my angel numbers. And a lot of times I get angel numbers for the collective, and I share those as soon as they come in. But this one's just for you, pile number 1. Okay, so let me just real quick. Angels of the highest light, please show me a yes. I'm just pinpointing which message is for you here. Okay. All right. Angel number 262 is a message from your angels that your prayers concerning your monetary and material needs have been heard and are being responded to by the angels and the universe. The angels ask you to listen to their guidance and to stay centered in faith and trust. And that's beautiful because that's the message that we brought in, right? From the Partridge. Know that all will work out for the highest good for all. There's another message here for you, Partridge number 1. Angel number 262 asks you to be diplomatic, loving, and cooperative with others in order to set a positive example for them to learn from. You're surrounded by powerful and loving angels who want to assist you in every area of your life, particularly within your home, family, and relationship sectors at the current time. Trust the loving energies and guidance from your angels to heal and resolve any issues and bring healing to all. I love that this is coming up for you, Partridge number 1, because the partridges in themselves are very family oriented. I mentioned just a moment ago that in this song at 11:11, okay, at 11:11, I'm mentioning that I'm feeling the twin flame. I'm seeing that here in your numbers as well. See how we have the 2 and the 2 with the 6 in the middle? So I'm feeling the whole twin flame, label, which, none of us really know what that means, except that you are working on a mission in collaboration with somebody else. And with the 6 in the middle, this is always telling me about collaboration. Okay, or excuse me, not collaboration. I said that with purpose because you're collaborating, but this is about integration, okay? So 6 is always an integration, but this is going to help us understand where we are. Let's go ahead and shuffle in your energy to find out a little bit more. Look at this. I cut right away to Morganite. So we're talking about, we had mentioned already the sacral chakra, right? It's right here. I mentioned that this has to do with a chakra, your second chakra. Actually, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. Forgive me. The second chakra traditionally is considered your sacral chakra, but the first chakra for me is your treasure chest. This is your root chakra, and this actually makes way more sense, okay? It makes way more sense, and you'll see. But this is actually number 12, Morganite, and this is for your emotional body. So we're talking about your emotional body here, and you may have feel like you've been triggered a lot. Okay, so we're seeing these mirrored numbers, right? So let's go ahead and see the energy around you. I've got number 15 here, which is a vibration of the 6. Okay, so that matches with what's at the center for us right now. Okay, and what's really, really, really interesting is this is going to go a lot with what I mentioned to you. But if you're not familiar with charoite is actually a crystal that opens up. It opens up the chakras of your face, actually. It allows you to be more in tune with your own inner voice, okay? So we were mentioning that I had mentioned sacral chakra for purpose, but really what's the activation that's happening in the Himalayas for all of us is a third eye activation, okay? Which does coordinate with your sacral waters, all right? And this is where I'm feeling your emotional body is being triggered. Okay, so let's get into the snow partridge a little bit more. First of all, the snow partridge has it's got a red bill and red legs. So you're definitely working with your ancestors. I'm getting the Egyptian timeline because I channeled root, crown chakra, and solar plexus for you. There was some advice here for you is that, to work in small groups, okay? So keep yourself in check with your soul family at this time. Be having conversations, okay? And you may be having or experiencing some digestive issues. If that is happening, the message was swallow some grit, okay? So that just means work things through. Ask your angels because there's something in your solar plexus that wants, and to me, I'm getting frozen. Something is frozen. It's on ice, okay? But this work that we're doing on the Egyptian timeline, there's a lot of alchemy happening on that timeline at this point, and this is specifically affecting you guys, okay? So let's go ahead. We've got the chart right. I was mentioning this is an activation. You have to have your third eye open. So this is telling me that you're most likely, those of you that chose this, you're most likely already have sight through your third eye, okay? But this is actually allows your sight to be better, because sometimes those of us with sight, it depends. You see based on your entire system, okay? So this is kind of talking about an upgrade to your third eye chakra. Now this happens to be an attunement that I do. So I'm going to talk about the attunements. Like I said, I work with the crystals. And this week we have amethyst and rose coming up together. So if you're interested in that, let me know, type a message, and I'm going to talk about it at the end here. So we've got the runes coming up for you, pile number 2. And you know what? I'm getting a message. Hold on just a moment. It's not pile number 2. Are we choosing pile number 2? The runes 6 and 4. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm confused. 2. Only pile 2. Oh, okay. It's a little bit different. At the last minute, I'm kind of getting tossed a message. We're going to read the runes from you. So 262 was your message from your Ascended Masters, okay? But it's interesting that the 3-dimensional dice add up to an 8. So this is what I'm getting in that solar plexus. There's a healing going on there that's going to allow you to tap. You've been digging for gold, right? It's going to allow you to tap into your abundance in all forms. This is the gift coming your way. So let's go ahead and get into the runes and see what they want to show for us. We're going to go ahead and do 3 runes. Okay. I know it's hard to see, but I like to show the runes. I'm going to flip them so that you can see them the way that I chose them. Okay. So we've got 3 runes here, basically really kind of keying into the energy for you, okay? So we've got this first rune, and it's an arrow. See, it's an arrow going down. And this is what see what you're doing. We're digging for gold. I had mentioned that we're going down into our treasure chest, which I call the Earth Star chakra. We're going down into that treasure chest to discover the gold that's in there. And in order for you to do that, we're alchemizing on that Egyptian timeline. So right now, what's at hand is your root chakra, your crown chakra, and your solar plexus all intertwined together, okay? So this is just kind of letting us know where we've been. You have been. This is the past, the recent past. So this is what you've been working on in that treasure chest. Now, what's really interesting next here, if you see this one, it looks like a P, right? And this is actually a hammer, okay? So if you think about it, it's like Thor, like Thor's hammer. What I think is really interesting about this for you guys is this particular snow partridge lives way up in the mountains, high mountain area, above the tree line. So that's where I was getting that frozen. And they love to sun themselves during the day. So this is really interesting. What I love about this is the hammer, okay, of Thor. So think about how Thor uses his hammer to assist him. I'm also feeling Archangel Michael energy with this hammer. So I'm feeling electric, actually. So I'm getting this electric vibration. This could be where the crystals come in. Maybe in some of your sacred work, you're getting the crystals that are coming online. But this is all about, I believe that you're creating something for others, okay? You're hammering away on a project. You're hammering away on a new way of doing things. And this is why your angel number gave you 2 messages, because you're using it for your family, but at the same point in time, yourself, your family, your partner, but at the same point in time, you're devising something to teach others, okay? The reason this resonates so much with me, this might even be one of my piles, because I had mentioned the attunements. So I've been using the attunements. I'm going to come up here. I've been using the attunements for myself and my family during my healing process. It's kind of a discovery that I've come across. Hey, Jolene, we're on pile number 1, okay? And as I've used this in my sacred work with my family, I'm also finding that it's helping others. So if you would like to see that, I'm doing free attunements this week, amethyst and rose. So just in particular, this is a method. So this could be something you're doing. You're using something for you personally, but you're meant to teach it and show others how they can use it. Okay. So this is what I'm getting for you. And then here in the future, okay, first of all, I am definitely getting a message for rest. Okay. So you see some Z's here, right? But also, like, think of Zorro is what I'm seeing I'm like feeling that in my mind's eye. It's like the triple Z snap. Okay. So it's like you're getting some things done. Whatever you're working on is really coming together. You're starting to see more and more and more how this can affect others. Okay. You're starting to understand some more. And this is why Archangel Michael's come forward to work with you at this time. You may be working with him or have him as a guide. 2222 on the clock. Okay. So we're seeing all these mirrored numbers for you. Synchronicities are really important. But I'm also getting that electric again. So this is something that's going to electrify and a buzz. I'm hearing the word buzz. So this is going to create whatever you're working on is going to create a buzz with others. So there's going to be chatter, and it's just going to help things take off for you. Okay, so I hope that this resonates for you. I want to check in though, because I was confused on what I would. My guides are like trying to be funny tonight, so I just want to make sure. Do we have more messages for pile number 1? We don't. Okay, I can be very long-winded, so they're teaching me not to do that. I would love to do a personal reading for you. If you want to check out what these attunements are, it's basically, just attuning to the crystal, and that takes energy out, and then the plant medicine overwrites, because everything must be in balance. Those are the laws of the universe. So when we release something, we need something else to come and replace it. So the plant medicine, or the flower of life, right, comes in and rewrites over those subconscious scripts. It truly is beautiful. I'm going to be having several sessions. If you're interested, just drop me in the comments, and I will make sure I will message you or put it in the list here for you to see, so that you can connect with me. It is free this week. Normally these attunements are $7 each. So so that's pretty awesome. So I hope that this message resonated with you. Please like this message so more people can see it. Please subscribe, please share. I really appreciate it. Just kind of growing this channel. So I really appreciate your assistance. I feel like I want to do one more thing though. So I'm going to go ahead and grab pile number 6 for you, which is the ancestors. And I had mentioned that those of you that are working with the ancestors, and I believe that they have a message for you. So let's go ahead and just get you one more message before we wrap you up. Right. I'm going to shuffle in your energy. There's that healing, okay? There's that healing. Oh my gosh, it's just right in front of you. It's just right in front of you. So just keep walking, keep following the steps. Hopefully that angel number is talking to you. It's all about steps for those of you that chose this pile, okay? So the ancestors are bringing in the owl. And here's the advice I was looking for, okay? I was like, we need some advice. I can feel it. So the owl is here, and I know it says deception. It's hard for you to see backwards. But it's not really about that. Okay? Well, I mean it is. You're being called. Your ancestors want you to pull back. First of all, just chill. Relax and chill. Allow your mind and your body to catch up to what your soul is doing. Okay? That's number one. Number two, do you see how this owl is ready to go? Your time is coming, but it's just not yet. There's still energies at hand that are changing your structure. So this is that 4, the 2 and 2. This is all about a connection. And when I say 2 and 2, it is talking about a love connection. It is a collaboration between you and another. And there's healing involved, but it's just not time to fly yet. So keep your eyes open. And more than that, allow your gut to guide you. Allow your gut to guide you. I'm seeing this branch coming in and really kind of poking right here in the gut. Okay? So allow your gut to guide you. And what's coming up about this, and the reason Archangel Michael is coming forward for those of you that chose this pile, is there's this level of discernment that you're working on. Okay? So work with Archangel Michael, be patient. I have a sense that it's hard for you to be patient, but be patient. All is happening with purpose. Okay? Take this time to pull back and allow yourself to settle. Your energetic body very much needs that. So hopefully we can get you caught up in these attunements. Make sure you come back next week, and we will definitely chat with you soon. Thank you, pile number 1. All right. As I told you guys, I'm feeling not off, but it's been a lot of different energy swirls and hurls these last couple days. Is anybody else feeling a little confused? Put it in the comments, because that'll make me feel better. It's not mass confusion, but it's just kind of like maybe some things coming in that you don't quite understand quite yet. We're going to go ahead and move to Partridge number 2. Remember, 2 messages this week. If you didn't catch the beginning, the channeled message is at the beginning. Right away, I am feeling my heart chakra like pitter-patting. So that's very interesting. That's my favorite word. That's very interesting. Let's roll the dice and see what's going on for the chukar partridge. I'm going to roll the dice first. Get your angel number. Ooh. Okay. I was seeing it this way. So we have angel number 122. Once again, the root chakra is being highlighted. Okay. No surprise, seeing a lot of work happening on that timeline. So we've got angel number 122. Now, all of this makes a 5. So there's just been a really big shift for those of you that chose this one. And I'm feeling very significantly 1 and the 22. There's like a division. The master builder. The master builder working with the power of 1. I'm hearing that as I'm looking. So let's see. 122. Angel number 122. Okay, I just want to make sure. Right away I got this one, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Angel number 122 is a powerful sign that you are to step out of your comfort zone and take new directions and or begin new projects and ventures that you've been wanting to do for a long time. Angel number 122 encourages you to release your fears and apprehensions and to get on with pursuing your passions and your purpose. All right. Let's find out some of the energy that's surrounding you. Once again, I cut to that Morganite. There's that emotional body coming through again. Look it. I'm hitting a commercial. It's like those procrastination. Like I don't know why that was coming up, but it's just like things been getting in the way. I mean, I can relate to this. So the reason I feel a little off today is because not that it's in the way, but just things come up. Okay. Let's go ahead. Ooh. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is so perfect. Number 29, which is the vibration of an 11. Okay. And we've got the chrosocolia, which is, if you think about it, it's like a shell. Okay. And look at this beautiful mandala. Isn't this gorgeous? We're getting right to the center, and you can feel there's this like ocean feeling to this, which is perfect because of the messages I got. Atlantean timeline for you. I got root chakra, solar plexus, throat chakra, divine feminine. This particular, the chakra partridge is called a super species. So you have superpowers. In fact, they wear a black band like a superhero over their eyes. So this is telling me that those of you that chose this may resonate with your like it's difficult for you to use sight. You might have sight coming online, or maybe you don't have sight, but you have other clairs that take the forefront. When you look at this particular partridge, just like my jacket here, they have markings that come down from the eyes and over the throat. So what's being highlighted for those of you, just like in this picture, is the beautiful blues of the throat chakra. Okay, so this is specifically being highlighted for you. This particular partridge, all partridges have a song, but this particular partridge, 3311 on the crock, is talking about they're named for their song. Okay, so there we go. So we're really talking about the throat chakra. Okay, and so when we're talking about the root chakra, it's your root chakra is off potentially. I think a lot of us are a little off in the root chakra because of these Egyptian timeline activations. But at the same point in time, this is what's kind of throwing that throat chakra off, because if you have a foundational piece out of balance, it's going to affect everything above it. Okay, let's see. Of course, like all partridges, they prefer to run than fly. You're encouraged to ground. This particular partridge also works with the moon cycle. And what came up here is that they represent intense love. So let's get into it. What's going on here? What are you potentially hearing? Not only with the throat chakra, but also how can your authenticity allow you to hear? Because I'm getting with the shell. So you might have some auditory coming online. You might actually have physical noises in your background that are alerting you to different things like buzzers, phones. You might maybe a train in the background. Maybe it's a certain bird that you hear, but there's some sort of sound that activates an action for you. I'm bringing this up with purpose. So keep doing that. Or if you've been thinking that, check in with your team, because it sounds like Sounds like it's for you. Okay. So let's get into this a little bit more. On the bottom, we've got aquamarine, double confirmation that we are talking about that particular timeline. Definitely getting like the emotional masters, the Atlantean timeline, which as we know has been underwater. So you've been shape shifting to get, your new structure. And so when we take these two cards together, which isn't it interesting that one is it kind of looks like they're part of the same thing, doesn't it? But if you add 26 to 5, you get 31, which is a vibration of the 4, which is talking about structure. So there's a change to your structure. Let's see. Oh, Jolene says this really resonates. I have birds outside my window all the time. Chris is saying this is definitely speaking to me. Okay. Well, I got goosebumps, ladies. We are definitely in the right area. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. The runes want to come forward for you ladies as well. So I like to pull them down so that you can see them yourself. So let's give them a shake, shake, shake. I'm going to put them towards me first of all, and then I'll turn them around. It's just frequency, honey. My husband's like, what's that noise? Is it bothering you? My husband's like, what's that noise? All right. So here we go. I just want you to get a look-see at your runes. Okay. Now, so this is, I'm reading a past, present, recent past, or past, okay? Getting an idea of the energy that you've been in, the energy of where you are and where you're going, okay? So I'm going to keep it down here for a few minutes just so that we can hang together. So this is showing me, okay? So if we take this line here, if you take this line and this is your soul path, okay? So it's showing me that along your journey, there's been a couple things, and here we're seeing a pair, a split, a division. I'm definitely, even though that those of you that are choosing this are divine feminines, okay, the Atlantean timeline, there's a split that happened on this timeline, and what it did is it kind of divided. This is what comes in for me, so I hope it resonates with you, is that there is a division between you and your divine masculine energy, okay? So this is showing that there is a split to both of those, to the sacral and the solar plexus, okay, is what I'm seeing here, okay? So there was a split, and you've been on path, but it's like, unless you're in your full power, you can't really do your full potential. You can't meet your full potential. What I love here in the future is I'm seeing that arrow again. For those of you, it's going up. So that's telling me, I just mentioned your full potential. We have an alignment coming, okay? And so, and I'm about to read this for you in just a moment, but look at the arrow. The arrow is all about the potential of what can happen, right? So that's good. In the center here, where we are right now, I'm going to turn it this way so you can kind of see a little bit better. Well, let me turn it towards me first. So really straight up, what I'm seeing here is like this V here means year. So this is your year. X marks the spot. Okay, I've been getting this a lot in channeled messages about X marks the spot. On the Atlantean timeline, and even in the message from the Partridge, we're hearing about a ship, about a treasure hunt. So those of you that are working on the Atlantean timeline, the reason that we are in the Himalayas is because when you're alchemizing on the Atlantean timeline, which is the solar plexus, we're also working on the crown chakra, and together it creates the gold, okay? So what I'm trying to say is you're digging down. This is the year to go on the treasure hunt into that Earth Star chakra. And your treasure chest on the Earth Star chakra holds everything that you have been through. So it's showing where this split happened. Okay, it's showing where this happened for you, and this is maybe a lot of the this might be some, even if you're feeling that confusion, okay? This is a lot of heavy energy that's coming up. Why? To be released. It's your year to find the gift in that challenge. So I believe this has been carried over lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, but it is the divine timing for this to happen now. And why is it showing your potential here is because, believe it or not, you have learned so much in this challenge. So lifetime after lifetime, but coming together in this lifetime, okay? You're meant to alchemize this. You're meant to dig for the gold, receive the treasure, bring it up to the surface, and share it with others. Wow. Okay. So this is really amazing for those of you that chose pile number 2, because this has been, I'm getting lifetimes, long time you've been working on this. Those of you that chose this particular pile. So we're seeing an increase. So this is talking about an increase in your future, an increase in your potential, an increase in your income, an increase in your abundance in all forms, an increase in your confidence, an increase in your self-esteem. Are you seeing? But it's also talking about an increase to your vibration, an increase to your ascension, an increase. It's just everything is going up, okay? Going up for you. And you, my friends, deserve it. I'm going to give you a high five because it has been quite something for you. And that's why we're talking about this oneness here, right? And that's why I was getting that master builder number. I was getting that master builder. You have been plugging into the law of oneness. You've been realizing that, yes, there are some, it's, what I mean by that is when the shadows come, you've like done your shadow work, you understand the purpose that we are everything, okay? That we are everything. And because of that, you've really learned this from this experience, okay? And because of that, you're building a structure, not only for yourself, but for others, okay? Definitely feel like everyone coming here are spiritual workers. This is the divine feminine, and you're using the moon cycle. You're understanding that it's not just you, it's everything. That's why we have the crystals here. That's why these are actually bison, okay? These actual runes are made of bison bone. And I'm bringing that up with purpose because that's working with the animals. We're working with the crystals. We're working with the ancestors here with the oracle, okay? So we're also going to take, I was going to, okay, hold on, let's see. I have birds outside. This is definitely speaking to me. Delina says, finally, hey, Delina. Oh, Chris is saying, definitely true. So, yeah, it's just like, there's just so much going on for you. So, really, the biggest message that I'm meant to share with you right now, okay, and that aquamarine, right? The aquamarine. I'm getting to go back to the aquamarine. So the aquamarine is it's actually perfect for your emotional body. And so as this divine feminine and knowing how the moon cycles, so keep paying attention to the moon because it definitely is impacting your experience. I mean, it impacts us all, but your awareness is really coming to the forefront. Okay, this is that. Do you see the star here? Okay, this is that superpower that you have. Actually, that's what it is. Because remember, you have a superpower. You may not be able to see it at this time, but it definitely is unleashing, and it has to do with your throat chakra. So you are meant, maybe you're singers, maybe you do oracle like this. Maybe you are a speaker. Maybe you want to do a TED talk. This is a general read, but anything that involves your voice, specifically your voice, okay? I'm saying that with purpose because I become aware that my voice can do certain activations, right? DNA activations. So there's something involved with that. So if you haven't discovered this gift, it's coming. This is your year to uncover the treasure. The treasure is being uncovered. Okay. It's a matter of time. Maybe you're already aware. If you're not, just hold tight. About 40 days for alignment to the divine masculine, divine feminine. The angels shared with me 40 days. That was on Sunday, right? So now we've got like 37 days. It takes us right around Thanksgiving time. So there's a new moon energies that we'll be participating in, and I think they're in Scorpio. So really take a look at the new moon and the full moons coming up and how that affects you astrologically. And we're going to go ahead and pull a message from the actual astro star codes for you. Okay, because you had twos, which is the rune, but really, yeah, look at this rebirth. See that? Pluto takes the longest time to go through, right? It really does. It takes the longest amount of time. And, I was talking about your root chakra. So see this ribbon of red that's kind of kept things really frozen in a way, because I'm feeling that here, that polar ice from Pluto. There's this fire and ice combination with Pluto there. Wow. So, and look at, that's the step, because I've got 26 for you and now I'm seeing 27. So is Pluto direct right now, or it's coming direct? There's another step right in front of you that's coming. That's why the cosmos wanted to come forward. Let's see. Let's choose a card and see extra message for you. Wow. Look at this. Beloved Venus. This is just so beautiful because Venus, man, she has been flying through the cosmos. And I'm sure that this has been it affects all of us, but in particular, those pile number 2. Look into your chart and see how Venus affects you. And I can't help but notice all the rows. So you might want to clue into the attunements I'm doing this week. My sacred work, my part of working with the one is working with attunements. So I've attuned to about, oh my gosh, maybe 52 items now, crystals, plants, and we use the crystals just like you do at home. In fact, I meant to share with everybody that this week the amethyst in specific came up to be gridded. So when you grid amethyst, what it does is it helps you break down anything in your mental body, right? But the flower medicine comes in to rewrite over those scripts. So, so for you guys, what I'm getting a message is the Venus, how you can show yourself more love here is to, yes, it's like you're transmuting, you're doing all this healing. You've got a lot coming up. But you wanted to increase that vibration. And so you also want to clue into some of your subconscious scripts. So a tip that I can give you that's coming up for you guys is to just set the intention to change some of your subconscious scripts. So for instance, it is my purest intention to reset my subconscious script related to feeling worthy. I am worthy. I am unlimited. I am freely accepting all. My heart is open. I am freely accepting all that the universe is sending me. And so it is. And just use your body as a pendulum to know that you're recoding those deep, because this isn't your treasure chest, y'all. What I mean by that is this split that happened, this is most likely not in this lifetime. This is deep. This is deep diving, okay? Specifically on the Atlantean timeline. And let me tell you, whatever you're familiar on that Atlantean timeline, we've got a lot going on there. And you might want to look at last week's reading, okay? I think that there's some messages there for you because those were all for ascended Atlanteans, number one. And number two, um, there's also a lot of shape shifting that happened. Okay. So if you are one of those people that can mold and bend into other things, maybe your superpower is to not mold and bend, is just to be you. Message. On bottom, we've got, it was inverted, okay, but I was told I heard turn it upside down. Number 20, this is bringing you to your mission. This has been coming up very steadily. This is the mask, okay? It's been coming up very steadily. This is the Athena, a little too much in that mental body that really goes with those fears and those subconscious scripts that are left over from all the shape shifting that had to be done because of the separation between you and your divine masculine. So this is what I'm getting, okay? But beautiful, 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 beautiful things is the mask is going to be removed and there's going to be an alignment coming soon, okay? So let's see, Jolene. She says, new moon in Scorpio is all about deep transfer. Oh gosh, girl, I got full blown goosebumps on my back. It's in my heart chakra. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that moon's going to be really something for all of us. Ooh. Wow, that was really interesting. I get goosebumps a lot. She talks about confirmation, but never really in my back. That was really, really cool. So, really look, everything is aligning for you. Everything is aligning, okay? So, it's all about hanging in there, self care, showing yourself love, working on the scripts that come up, working with your angels, of course, and just really kind of taking your time. But just know it's all about increasing that vibration, especially where you have Scorpio placements. Okay, look at that. You probably resonated with this pile because, Jolene is great with the moon cycle. So if you want to keep abreast and learn about these things, you need to join our Ascension Warriors page. This will be shared on that page as well. We would love to have you. We talk about this stuff all the time. Okay. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here. If you got a message, can you please hit that like button so that others can find this? And of course, I do Spark of Wisdom every single Wednesday. If you are interested in the attunements, if you would like to be attuned to, amethyst and amethyst and rose, okay? They're yours forever and it's a free attunement. Just put me in the comments. Chris says, thank you so much. It was spot on. Oh, so happy, Chris. Come back. Come back. Come back. We love to have you here. I'm not normally this flighty, but it has been a lot of energy, hasn't it, you guys? It's been a lot of energy I can't even talk. It's been a lot of energy turns these last couple days, okay? And this all comes with purpose. So make sure you stay grounded, okay, you guys? This is all energy that's trying to get us off our discovery, off of that treasure map. It's trying to keep us from finding that treasure that we truly is our birthright. So thank you for being here. Number 2, let's move on to Partridge number 3. I've turned off in the background. I had 963 frequency. That is the frequency of the gods. That is the frequency of the angels. So you can just put that in the background to help you if you're feeling a little overwhelmed. We are energy, and frequency moves energy. Okay, so it's a great way. You can sleep with it. So many different ways that you can use that. Okay. We are talking here about the gray partridge, the third one. Um, and we got horse. So horse came up. Divine masculine. We're talking about your divine masculine here. I got root chakra, solar plexus, crown chakra, and sacral. There is a lot going on with the gray partridge. We're talking about most active at dawn and dusk. Those of you that chose this third one, what really came forward is that you have a morning routine. And in fact, you're encouraged to get up earlier. Okay. I've been getting up earlier, like around 6 o'clock. I have a morning routine now that I've been working on with my angels. And this is really being highlighted for those of you that chose pile number 3. And to be more active at dusk and dawn. So you might have something you do in the morning and something you do at night. So let's see. This was my original pile, number 3, LOL. Aha, but the other had stuff for me too. Yeah, and so right before I went live this week, you're going to get 2 piles because the partridge in a pear tree literally came up. And so they travel in pairs. So you really are meant to choose a pair of them to inspire you this week. So no surprise there, Jolene. Thank you for bringing that up. And said, yes, that's true. I get up at 5:45. Okay, awesome. So yeah, definitely. And also daily grooming. So really having a set routine. I know for me, I have a set routine that works, as I mentioned, with the attunements. This has all come in for sacred work that I've been doing with Mother Earth. And I use it for myself and my family. And now I'm teaching others. So there's a sacred routine that I have. And that's what these attunements have led to. So it's like you can enjoy the attunement as a meditation, but I actually have placed them in my chakras. So it actually has morphed beyond that. So there's more to come on the whole attunements. But this week we're doing the lavender. See, I'm so flighty. The rose and the amethyst attunement. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what's going on for you, pile number 3. Those are just a couple things. Okay, so we got 2, 1, 5. We're highlighting that first chakra, that treasure chest that we were just talking about. So isn't this interesting that this is the divine masculine energy and it's affiliated with the sacral energy of the divine feminine. And we just chatted about how those that chose pile number 2 are going down and digging for gold in this first chakra. No surprise here. So let's go ahead and get angel number 215 for you. I use sacred scribes. So that's what I use for all my angel numbers. I love them. They're so amazing. There's multiple meanings. So you're going to see me using my pendulum just so I can make sure I get you the right meaning. Okay, angel number 215. Okay, I'm feeling it's this one right here. But let's go ahead. And it is, but I just like to make sure to work for the light. All right. So here we go. Angel number 215 brings a message to maintain a positive attitude and mindset about making important changes in your life as your thoughts and beliefs are being manifested into reality. Stay optimistic about current changes and trust that all is going to the divine plan. Adapt to changes gracefully. Check how you truly feel about situations or circumstances in your life. I think it's supposed to be, and use them to gauge as to your next steps. If if things feel right, then they're right. In turn, if things feel uncomfortable to you, change the situation. And then this is really for you. Doubt equals don't. So if you're having any doubts, pile number 3, you're really being encouraged to trust them. Okay. You're really working on your discernment here. Okay. So that's definitely something that's coming out as a message for you. This is all talking about the overall angel number 8, which is what these all add up to. All right. So there's your angel number. Let's get into the crystals to see. Let's shuffle in your energy. There we go. Right away. Sapphire. Okay. This is that sacral component. The sapphire, even though it's a blue, we can't just gauge crystals based on their color, because sapphire is blue. So it makes it, people think that it's for your throat chakra, but it's actually for your sacral chakra. It is like what I'm seeing right now is like the sapphires are like I'm seeing a crown, and it's the jewels in the crown. Wow. Okay. So this is all about, I just heard in my mind, your majesty. So this is all about stepping into your power, the divine masculine. So yes, that makes sense, because we're talking about, a lot of times in the divine masculine, we're talking about that solar plexus, okay? Stepping into your power. And I just wanted to get another one. There's that crown. Clear quartz. This is for the crown, to keep that channel cleansed. There it is, number 56, the vibration of 11. So this is like karmic in nature. And when I say that, I kind of don't like the word karma, but what I do want to recognize is, like we chatted about in the last pile, is there are things that we incur on different lives, different lifetimes, and not everything is karma, but it does mean that when number 11 is talking about, no matter if it's karma or not, it needs to be released so that it can be let go. Okay. And so that's what's coming up. All right. So, oh my gosh, I love this. I noticed it, and so I have to read it. This is one of my most favorite. This is angel aura on bottom. Okay. So this is the energy on bottom. Your angels are working with you. They're protecting your aura. Okay. So it's like that's where they really are working with you on discernment. So they're working with the layers of your aura, and at the same point in time, they want you to feel. They literally want you to feel or to know. It can be a knowing, a feeling. Um, but I'm getting feeling. They want you to use the body. The body is really underused. When we talk about spirituality, we talk about being in balance, body, mind, and soul. And we talk a lot about the mind. We talk a lot about the soul. But sometimes we kind of forget about what the body's going through. And a lot of the things that the body is going through is coming up with purpose for you, because it is a gauge. I mentioned using your body as a pendulum. Okay. I also mentioned you might actually get physical twinges, electrical currents, maybe your feet. Like I know for me, like when there's a vision that wants to be shown, my feet, the underneath of my feet, gets not sore, but I can feel this pull, like a magnetic pull. So this is all coming up. So if you're not already experiencing this, you might be experiencing this. Okay. So that's number 1. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I already cut. I'm sorry. I'm undoing that. All right. So this is the energy. Look at that. Look at that. This is coming out again. Wow. Okay. So we got this for pile number 1. So that might be a link between pile number 1 and pile number 3. Okay. But first of all, this is Charite. So Charite tells me that you have your third eye open. You're a seer, most likely. And this is all about an elevation to your sight. So we're mentioning this week, and particularly for you, the crown chakra. So the root chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the crown chakra. And this is where I'm feeling the sacral chakra it actually has a highway to the third eye. So when your sacral chakra, okay, so I'm talking to those of you, this is about the divine masculine, but what's really interesting is we're talking about your feminine energy here, okay? So if you are divine feminine, this is a highlight to reverse, get it? So what I mean by that is what you're feeling in your sacral chakra affects your sight. So the chakra is coming forward. It is an activation that I do as an attunement activation. You must have your third eye open. And what this does is it opens up all the pockets, chakras in your face. It elevates the pituitary gland, the pineal gland chakra. And what it does is allows you to be even more in tune. So it really assists your intuition. Okay. It helps expand your clairs. Specifically having to do with sight and hearing and smelling. Okay. So this is really being highlighted. This is the energy around you. I'm feeling that you have some more clairs coming out. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead. That was a lot. The cosmos are here for you guys. Let's shuffle in your energy and break it up. Okay. This is the ending of a cycle for you. There's a healing right in front of you. We're being pinpointed, okay? And here's this divine masculine energy. This is that solar plexus pointing all the way into the oranges. In fact, hold on. There was something about, was that you guys? You know what? It wasn't you guys. It was in the last one. But those of you that are listening that chose pile number 2, like Jolene, I know you did, they have a coral bill. So that is that's really interesting because that's what I'm getting here. And coral, as we know, is talking about the nervous system. Okay, so these are like electrical impulses that run along your body. I really feel that this is coming in. This is an invitation to know that you're not crazy, you're not sick, that actually your body is going through feeling. It's the clair of being a feeler. Okay. So if you've never been a feeler before, this is what's coming online because you're going way down into that treasure chest. And when you're going way down into that treasure chest, it's like the unknown. It's uncharted territory. Okay. And so you really need to feel your way. Does that help? I hope that helps here. Okay. You need to feel your way. All right. This is also talking about turning upside down what's in your second house. The spirit's coming in to change your structure big time. And, this is letting me know that this is really letting me know that you've been on the ascended master path, that you are digging for that gold. This is a gold in that treasure chest. And, one of the challenges that Hercules goes through on his challenge is he finds the golden apples. And so look at this arrow coming through. So much potential here. Always been a feeler, but this is connected to my body for sure. Okay, yeah. It's like taken up a notch, right? And so I believe that the angels are coming in and helping those that resonate, helping you read to cleanse and clear those subconscious scripts so that you can truly be in your authentic expression. Well, let's go ahead and see. Okay, so the first card we're getting is strength. Look at this. I mean, this is just so beautiful. I see so much happening here, but I really want you to take it in for yourself first. Oh, this totally goes with this totally goes with the energy that the Partridge is bringing. We're up in the Himalayas. You're being elevated. Okay, you're being elevated, and here's that chair. Remember, I was talking about the crown with the sapphires. It's like this is your queen chair, and look at it's completely protected. Nothing can get through except your angels, of course. So I'm seeing like this dignified strength, okay, is what's coming here. the number 14. So hold on, I need to take a closer look. This is what I was getting. Do you see how it's got like these crossed out windows? This is what I was getting, like kind of like going blind. Okay. So there's things that you're feeling that you're not seeing. And for some people, that's causing a lot of confusion. All right. Because it's different. But you're being encouraged, especially by the message that we got, the channeled message by the Partridge, is to really don't focus on no eyes, no lies. Focus on your body 100%. That's really being highlighted. And it's like you're being lifted into this crown activation. Okay. And it's all like, look at all the clouds, all the shape shifting that you have done. I really feeling this, that this Atlantean timeline as well. It's a divine masculine. And it's like, look at all, just as the clouds shift and and change shapes, that's a lot of what you've been doing. But your form, it's like, nope, we're being taken out of that energy and we're being lifted so that we can actually make the change that was meant for you. Like, this is energy that is meant for you. So the very first message that the angels want you to get is to be strong. Oh my gosh. Okay, in the background, I'm seeing lots of constellations. Okay. So, first of all, this is really pinpointing astrology. This is pinpointing messages in the stars. But I'm also getting some light language here, some light language coming in. Okay. Or light coming in around you. All right. Wow. It's a beautiful card. So that's the energy that we've been in. Let's go ahead and see what's now. Saturn. I'm sorry, I just chuckle with Saturn. So we've got Saturn, which has been really moving and shaking in the cosmos right now. This is that number 6 energy. Which is all about integrating. See, cycles within cycles. It's like the rings of Saturn. It's like this alignment. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. Look at all those blues in the background. But what's being highlighted is what? The gold. Digging for the gold. It's like the time to dig for the gold. I want to take a closer look here. Yeah, I'm seeing what's really being highlighted here is the duality. There's lots of things in the background, so I wanted to see what was going to jump out. So it's like, here's the inner world, here's the outer world. So this is letting you know that the cosmos are speaking to you. I mean, they speak to all of us, but this is like a love language for you. You pick up on insights from the cosmos. That's why this oracle wanted to come forward. And I believe Saturn, I'm not so good with the cosmos. We can read this. Uh, oh, hey, Nicoletta. What's up, girl? She got here just in time for Saturn. So, but Saturn, to me, when I'm seeing all these rings, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a little bit hitting the mental body. It's like, this has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting here. And this is what we're currently in. There's a shift. And even though we're like digging for that gold, we're going down, we're feeling our way. It's like you haven't hit the treasure yet. Remember, as we shared in the last one, if this is something, if 2 and 3 was for you, if 2 and 3 is for you, which is funny because we have 3 and 2 in front of me that I'm seeing, that's the shift, okay? It's like your inner world is directing you, and we're just about there. So watch Saturn, because Saturn has been very surprising in the skies. Let's go ahead and see what's coming for you. Pisces, another 6. So we got a 4, 6, 6. Now, whenever I see 6 and 6 together, definitely a message, 100%, is to keep yourself in a state of gratitude and to keep yourself in a state of grace. This is all about this alignment that I foreshadowed. Now, that we were talking about. On Sunday, I was told 40 days to alignment. Now, we've been talking about this divine masculine, divine feminine alignment. And what that means is some divine feminines have an inauthentic masculine. Some divine masculines have an um, inauthentic feminine. These energies are within us, okay? And for some, outside of us. That's a whole nother playing field. But that's definitely what I've been getting in my whole awakening. Okay. So I love that the fish are coming up because this whole thing is telling me that if you're a divine feminine that resonated with this particular pile, it's like your divine masculine, he's looking for you. He's coming for you. It just hasn't happened yet because he, if it is another person, is healing himself. It's all about the divine timing. It's all about the synergy. It's all about the balance. And that's where the cosmos are coming forward here. Now, all the cards added together, I want to add them up real quick. 25, 24, 25. That's interesting. So we're starting at the 24, and then I have 25. There's this element of steps, okay? And there's also this element that maybe you think you're going backwards, okay? So what's coming up in my mind's eye is like the Charleston, okay, dance steps. So you're moving up and then you're feeling like you're moving back. This is with purpose, okay? Because this is in tangent with different energies, all right? So on bottom here, ooh, look at that. I'm going to read this card. Amum Koli. And it says root. Okay. And what did we get for this particular one? But the root chakra, the solar plexus, the crown, and the sacral. And this is all being shown here, you guys. We've got the root chakra on bottom. We've got the solar plexus here digging for the gold, right? The solar plexus is the masculine. The energy of the divine masculine is taking action, which is affiliated with our thoughts, right? We've got the sacral chakra here with the fish, okay, because this is the emotions. Pisces is water. And then we've got the crown chakra here. So it's just coming in that those of you that chose this pile are experiencing multiple activations at one time. And so this can be very, very confusing. So we're being focused, though, to start at the bottom, okay, to start at the root. Even though under the root in the earth is what? The treasure chest, the earth star, okay? And that is where we're having the major activation for those of you is in that first chakra. But for what you can do here is to root in and look at all those birds. Do you see them? Look at all those birds about. Wow. Okay. So I see that the roots are twisted and some have come free. This is number 38. I've never had this card, so I'm excited to read it. I'm going to put it up for you guys so that you can really see this card. It's just so beautiful because the arrow is pointing right here. Imagine your spine extends down into the earth like a taproot, the strong central root under a tree, through the earth to a point on the sun's path below. Latin for bottom of the sky. The Coli, or I see, points to the memories and the experiences that feed your first roots, your early home life, your family traditions, and your biological and emotional heritage. Wow. Action. Look to the roots. Think about what makes you feel at home and secure. What creates sanctuary for you? Investigate the foundations and become conscious of the traditions and the assumptions that underline this situation. Lean into habits that help you feel secure and grounded. And remember, Those of you for the gray partridge, we channeled daily grooming and getting up early, being active at dusk and dawn. Okay, so those could be the habits. If you enjoyed your childhood, family traditions can help you feel safe and strong in a storm. If you grew up in chaos, you can create the opposite and create your own quiet sanctuary. If you grew up around arguments, arguing with people at home may seem normal to you, but that may not be the case for your housemates. So you may need to learn to present your points in a more transformative, less combative way. The IC also speaks of deeper roots, the spiritual, religious, and philosophical underpinnings of your early life. Just as a fish, Pisces, I'm a Pisces North Node, so I'm like, what? um, I'll have to see if this piles for me. I always choose after. Sorry. The icy also speaks of deeper roots. Okay. Just as a fish doesn't notice the water it swims in, it can be hard to see the spiritual assumptions you swam within as a child. These philosophical underpinnings could give a deep connection to spirit or leave you feeling restricted or judged. Whether they imbue you with unconscious habits of where you are from, which you rebelled, until you examine those deep roots, they will define your foundational paradigm. Wow. Challenge. Unconscious patterns from your personal history may underlie the situation and need excavation. This is digging down into that treasure chest, looking at those subconscious scripts. This is really connected to pile number 2. I'm just gotta say it. The gift. Building roots of your own. Feel your spine extend like a deep taproot of a tree into the ground. Feel the strength of the earth pulsing up through you, holding you strong through any storm. And that is just so amazing because I look at this on bottom, what's being confirmed here. Oh, that's not being confirmed. See how flighty I am? This one, but next is Mercury. So that's just letting you know that that's in front of you. That's that caduceus, okay? So that's the Mercury energy. And then after that, solar flares. So that's really interesting because here it talks about the IC is the sun. What did it say? Dang it. I already lost it. The sun that lies underneath the sun. So I'm getting like the gods. I'm literally getting the gods, the sun. Hercules jumped in my head again. So, I'm seeing that in your reading here. Okay. I see all these golds, definitely digging for gold. Okay. And so this is really talking about and specifically understanding duality, understanding the purpose, but this is cosmic. This is seeing in a different light, right? It's like that light of the oneness. It's understanding how everything affects everything, how you are part of the all. And so this is just really so awesome. Okay, so let's see. And then what did we roll for you guys? What was it? 1, 2, 2, right? So let's go ahead and go to the runes and pick a little bit. If this resonated with you, please give me a like. I feel like I'm a little flighty tonight, so I apologize. But you know what? As is happening to one, is happening to all. So I'm feeling it too. All right, let's go ahead and pull a rune for you. Okay, special message. Special message for you. Your table's being set for you. Okay? So this talks about what immediately jumped in my mind, okay, is that there's this phrase about when all the wrongs, and this is what I was feeling. I've been feeling this in so many ways, but particularly for the gray. shades of gray, right? The middle point in between the duality, understanding the shades of gray. That's the alchemy, the silver lining, okay? So not only digging for gold, but silver. That's what I'm getting. Silver is the conductor, right? So I'm getting this conduction process. And this is what's happening. You're discovering this gift in between. And they say that when you discover and you heal and you alchemize, right? They're saying that your table is set in front of those who wronged you. And I believe that this is what's happening. This is not like a eye for eye kind of thing. This is all about justice. This is all about justice. Okay? That's what it is. And so it's like pinpointing a time for justice where your table is being set, and that is all that is for you, is everything that is meant for you is going to find you. Okay? This is in the near future. In the near future. Okay? So that is your reading number 3. I hope that resonated. All right. Let's see. Going backwards. Let's see. Nicoletta says, going backwards like in the movie Benjamin Butler, we're getting activated and we become younger. Ooh. Yeah. I can see that. It's amazing how you lose weight easier. It's amazing how everything gets a little bit easier, doesn't it? Although this week, because of our need to ground, you might find yourself, enjoying your comfort foods. Allow it. It's because our bodies have been through so much. There really has been a lot going on. So yeah. All right, we're going to go to number 4. Number 4 is the hill partridge. It's the most colorful of, they're all beautiful, the partridges. If you didn't hear the message earlier, partridge in a pear tree, we're talking about pears. We're talking about 2 messages. So choose 2 different partridges, okay? And an interesting thing about partridges, okay, I wanted to share, this is coming up specifically right now, is they're the bird that has the most eggs out of all the birds. So they have a very short life, the partridges, because they're used a lot in hunting. And to offset that, they can have tons and tons of eggs. And most females will have up to 22 eggs before, I know my husband just went, okay. And that's coming up with purpose for you guys, because what we're getting here, the hill partridge is in the mountainous area, but not as high as some of the others. So that's telling me that you're already naturally grounded. Even though you're encouraged to ground some more, I'm getting the forest, okay? So I'm getting inner earth, forest is coming through. Getting the heart chakra, okay? But specifically, this is divine masculine energy, also is what my angels told me. And actually, this is about alignment between divine feminine, divine masculine. What's really apparent about this particular pigeon is the flank. So the flank area, which is back here in the back. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but this particular area is being highlighted. It's part of the solar plexus. Maybe your solar plexus, maybe you have GI complications, maybe you have kidney issues, because flank pain is usually related to the kidneys, okay? So I'm mentioning that because it's all to resonate, okay? And then also what was coming up with you guys, unlike a lot of other partridges, this partridge really just likes to hang out in a pair. All right, so we're really talking about a pair here. They can work in family groups though, up till 10, but they kind of prefer just to be in their pair in the forest and kind of do their own thing. Okay, so that's really interesting. That's what's different about this particular one compared to the others. Also, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, coming up with purpose for those that are here, though, thank you for being with me, is Partridge. This is kind of funny. The name Partridge is actually related to farting. Like the name itself actually translates to breaking wind. And my angels told me wind breakers, curse breakers. So that is the purpose of the partridge. In the hill partridge number 4, we're getting crown chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and throat chakra. So let's get into it more. A lot going on. There's a lot going on to that divine masculine energy. Okay. So I'm seeing 231. 231, angel number 231. Let's pull that up. If you're just checking here for pile number 4, I always go to Sacred Scribes for my angel numbers. I love Sacred Scribes. I am an angelic coach, and this is something that I just always learned for my angel numbers. I've had a lot of numbers coming in my spiritual awakening. I get numbers all the time. I think I posted a few today for the collective, for myself. All right, so 231. There's this element 231, okay? There's already this element of steps, but it's like going in an order not expected. We're highlighting once again, okay? We're highlighting that Earth Star chakra. This has really been a very consistent thing throughout this entire oracle. So, angel number 231. I just want to make sure. I feel like it's message number 2, but let me just make sure I do work for the light. Is this message for pile number 4? Okay, so angel number 231 is a number of faith and trust in yourself and your personal abilities and the energies of the angels and masters. You're encouraged to step in the direction you desire with confidence and optimism, with your belief that you will find success and fulfillment. Do not be afraid to take on new challenges and opportunities, as they will prove to be a great benefit to you. Never doubt yourself or the power of the angels, as faith, trust, positive expectations produce miracles in your life. Creativity sparks new ways of doing things, which positively affects both work and play. Okay. We got some miracles coming in for you guys. And I was feeling that because 231, it's like maybe you feel like you missed out on the first step, but it's all coming around to bring you exactly where you're meant to be. And that's at a brand new beginning. So let's get the energy of, look at that. What? I cut to Aoite. The floodgates have opened. This is all about, wow, this is all about a brand new beginning. I just mentioned that. Wow. Aoite, very powerful, very powerful attunement for your throat chakra. Okay. I'm going to do a couple. Rose quartz. Okay. Rose quartz is for the crown chakra. It is for the heart chakra, for the emotional body, but it really likes to work. A lot of quartz like to work with your crown chakra to keep your channel open. Okay. And notice it's number 21, staying in balance. So these crystals are coming up with purpose. AOI is not really one that you can get very easily, but rose quartz, a lot of people have rose quartz. You might want to think about gridding. I have 4 different grids going on right now. I have citrine, pyrite, they're working together. And then I have rose quartz and amethyst, okay? And you can bring energies into your home, or you can take them out of your home. So I have the rose quartz bringing the energy of the rose quartz in, and then the amethyst is taking the energies out, okay? So that's a good rule of thumb. I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but maybe grading with crystals is coming up for you guys. Maybe this is the new thing. So yeah, definitely wants to come forward. All right, let's see. What's the energy? Hello, there it is, citrine. So we're talking about divine masculine. We're talking about the solar plexus. We've already pinpointed that. This is really being highlighted. And what does citrine do? Citrine reminds you about the simple pleasures of abundance. Okay. What I mean by that is it's not just money. Okay. And in fact, honey is the color of citrine, which was the very first thing that people used to trade, right? But citrine, what it does when you work with citrine, not only is it a very powerful cleanser, but it reminds you of the subtleties of life that that remind you of how abundant you truly already are. Okay, so like to put things in perspective, it's like how lucky are we that we are able to watch this oracle right now on a computer. There are people around the world that don't even have access to communicate outside of their village, outside of themselves. Okay, that's a simple luxury, but oftentimes we forget what what truly how abundant that truly is. So citrine in particular is coming forward. If you're not familiar with gridding, because I've been talking about that, you know what? It's super easy to do. Just go grab 6 clear quartz points, literally put it around your grid, and then you can activate it with a wand. I should have grabbed it, but a wand, you can ask at the crystal store. It can be really any clear quartz. And with intention, if you activate it to the right, you're bringing the energy in. If you activate it to the left, you're taking the energy out. Okay. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right. So yeah, so here we go. The citrine is coming up. I think that's really beautiful. And what's on bottom? The hermaphrodite. So look at this. Okay. I'm mentioning that I feel a connection here, of course, because there is a connection between your solar plexus and your throat chakra. And so we are getting throat chakra, but we have to work with the actions. We have to work with the divine masculine in this case to really get to that authenticity. And look at, there's a 10 in between the two. This is a cycle. This is definitely a cycle that's wrapping up for you. Okay. So that is truly very beautiful. And look at, it's like on the outskirts. Look at this one. I'm going to hold it close. See the mandala in the center? And look at, it almost looks like that's the citrine in the background. So to me, I'm feeling this connection between the two very much. Okay. So that's the energy around you. So we have, and that's what we're getting, activations to the solar plexus, to the throat chakra. So starting on that Atlantean timeline, oh boy, have we had a lot going on there. And this is why we're going down into that treasure chest. Okay, so imagine mermaid energy going down, swimming down into that treasure chest to find exactly what's there for us. So we've got the cosmos coming up for you guys. Let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to do something a little different here with your pile. I'm going to grab a card from deck 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do these in order. So I'm going to shuffle your energy in. First, we're going to pick you a rune. So let's go ahead and pick a rune. So the rune is going to be the energy of the recent past. This is the energy that you've been in. I'm going to turn it this way, okay? Because this is the meaning to me. Look at these mountains that you have climbed, okay? A lot of mountains. But this is how it came up, okay? So this is how it came in its inverted space. If you look at your soul path as this part, as the line, okay? This line here, this is your soul path. But look at, there's been deviations, there's been obstacles that have taken you all the way out. You come back, and then you go all the way back out, and then you're coming back. So this is letting me know a couple things. This is very similar to what I was getting in the other runes reading. There's a separation at one point, and it caused, a lot of obstacles. The separation that I'm talking about is in between your masculine and your feminine energy. So it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The fact that we're getting the throat chakra more, I feel like it's the masculine energy. So along the path, your divine masculine took a turn, okay? And then it found its way back, and now it's time for the feminine energy. This is why we have the sacral involved. The feminine energy, she took a turn, and now she's coming back to center. So it's really interesting that I'm getting this message here, but I definitely feel like it's related. I definitely feel like it's related. And I'm hearing the word birth. Birth. Okay? So this is very interesting. All right. Then we're going to go to the Ascended Masters. And I pre-shuffled one time on bottom. So this is just for you. It's the first time to come out. And what is it? Number 16, intuition. We see the moon cycle here. And look at, it's the divine masculine energy. Okay? So we've got the divine masculine energy here coming in with the moon cycle, right? So the moon cycle, there's that crown activation. All right. Here's the gold pants sitting on the roots. Here is the blue. I mean, I'm just seeing it all. Everything we've been talking about is right here. So this is telling me we're in the right place. All right. So let's go ahead and pull a card. I cut to the warrior. And see, this is what I was feeling. And this is no surprise whatsoever. But it's like this was that first hill. The masculine energy. It's like the divine masculine forgot what, I don't want to say his place, but he became, instead of using the sword to watch his words and to be part of the community, he started to use the sword for war and to fight with others. And this got many masculine, divine masculines off target as they began to chase and chase and chase. But what's really interesting is it doesn't matter how strong you are. It's all about your strength. What I mean by that is both feet on the floor. Definitely a message to root here for those of you that chose this pile. Okay? Definitely a message to root here. Oh, sorry, I was getting some sort of, there's something here. Okay, sorry. I wanted to see. I'm also seeing right here, it's very hard to see, but do you see this spark right here in the third eye? But to me, this is a bigger activation because I was getting clues, the pituitary gland activation. Now, I was asking my angels and guides about this because I was like, what? And so I was doing some Googling, and some people think the pituitary gland is actually the third eye. But my angels are telling me it's not. It's a completely different chakra. Just as the pineal gland is its own chakra, behind it is the pituitary gland. And this is a major game shaper. Okay? Game shaper. Games. I'm saying shaper. I meant to say stopper, but it came out. Game shaper. It's shaping and molding into what is to come. Okay? Shaping and molding. Do you see the difference between this masculine? Yeah. That's what's happening. Shaping and molding into something new. This is our present situation from the Ascended Masters, okay? The wheel is turning in your favor. You've balanced everything. You have crossed all these mountains with, look at that. You've crossed the mountains. You've literally crossed them with your feet. You're rolling over them. The wheel is turning in your favor. It's like talking about moving forward. I'm seeing this, the right arm, okay? So this is all about action, taking action. And that's what you're meant to come here to hear, is even though you may not feel like it, okay? So like tonight, I was like, oh man, I could totally go to bed. I totally could. But I made this commitment and I love doing this. And guess what? It helps me focus and allows me to heal as I'm doing it. And this is what I'm talking about. Holding to your commitments, not allowing Especially I'm talking kind of like to the divine feminines that found this one. The reason I'm saying that is because a principle of the divine feminine is to really allow yourself to be guided, but you have to balance this with actions to take you in the direction that you want to go. Okay? Because it's like I'm hearing you can have your cake and eat it too, but you can't get it without lifting the fork. Do you see? You have to take action to get the cake or bend down to the plate. Okay, I don't even know why this is coming up, but it is. It's coming up with purpose. So victory, what victory is for you. This challenge is you're going to be victorious. You're going to receive the gift and the challenge. And that is why you were brought here. And that is why this treasure chest, the Earth Star chakra, is being highlighted, is because you have gone through so many obstacles in multiple lifetimes. And it's just like this is all has purpose. Even though you may not understand it, it does have purpose. And from it's from this walk that you've done. Okay, it's from the mountains that you've climbed, that you've gathered this information. It's like all coming together. Now, notice here, do you see that crown activation? It says golden crown with spikes. Okay, so this is letting me know at this time your crown is being activated, your channel between you and source. I actually see quite a few shields on here. So, being encouraged, and I shared this message a few days ago to encourage yourself to shield. So, wherever you are on the spiritual journey, whether you're new, whether you've been around for a long time, it's like the energies are changing. And we really need to make sure we're not resting on our laurels. Okay. And it's not like you want to armor up, but you want to preserve. Okay. You want to preserve your energy. It's all about being smart. So these are some of the actions that you want to take in the first place. But most likely, you already do this because you've been through so many obstacles. You know the importance. You know how things can change on a dime. Okay. All right. And look at this. Superpower. Oh my gosh. So look at how we're totally the focal point. Yes, you see all these muscles, but the focal point is this gut. Okay. So and actually he's wearing this scarf around his sacral area. Okay. So we see the abs of the solar plexus. It's like the superpower is the balance between the both. And notice how you're rooting into that. I cannot help but see all this gold. This is coming from that treasure chest. But I also see in this particular, okay, look at the difference here of these two cards. Do you see how this has the crown chakra and he's at war? Okay. This is really what I'm seeing more than anything. So this is coming up. This is confirming on bottom, but it's showing you the difference. Okay. So what I see here is somebody at war, kind of blinded by the lights here, overprotected, armored up, really kind of keeping something in front of them as they do the walk, going across. Okay, I see that victory, but look at the vibration of this guy. And this is what's coming. This is what's being highlighted. Okay, this is going down and digging for that goal. First of all, do you see the aura? Look at the aura. Oh my gosh. So there's a shift happening in your actual aura. Okay. And so you don't need that super protection and armor because it's already happening in your aura. It's already happening. So this might be something sacred that you're working on. This or an action that you take, a healing that you do. And notice we don't need the protection all around because you're already protected with your aura. Wow. It's beautiful. And I'm definitely seeing a lot of these golds and the red But on the outside here, especially in the bottom, it's like, look at, here's the foundation. Okay, I'm getting a build off this. The foundation is this heart awakening. And what this heart awakening is doing is causing you to go down deep. So we're going down deep and we're alchemizing all these chakras that we talked about. And look at this coral color coming up. Okay. So it's just like these have been one activation after another, but it's all leading to what? A superpower, something that you're bringing from that original path. And that's why we're going 2, 3, 1. Okay. That's why we're going 2, 3, 1. Root chakra, sacral chakra, down into the treasure chest. Wow. So this is like the masculine, the divine masculine is coming here to say that there's an activation in that sacral chakra and going down into that treasure chest that really brings you into your authenticity. Okay. And this is happening. And it's confusing because there's lots of different activations here. Okay. I don't know why, but one last thing I want to mention about as I'm seeing, hold on, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing in his facial expression, first of all, the mustache, okay? But notice his eyebrows, okay? So what I'm seeing here is like, if you look on the right side, which is this side, you notice how his eyebrow is like goes up like this. But then it's like pinpointed on the feminine side. So this is just all about things coming. I see a lot of symmetry, but then we're right here, and I'm seeing like, you know, that's being highlighted. Okay. What I mean by that is sight, third eye, and that goes with the message here. But like, you've got so many different activations happening, but they're all going to pinpoint. It's not that you have a third eye activation necessarily, but you're going to see more clearly. That's what it is. You're going to see more clearly. Okay. So, last one. Let's jump into the Astro deck. I already pre-shuffled this, didn't I? I already pre-shuffled this. I think this is definitely for you. This is the Sagittarius. And I believe that the eclipse, okay, this is coming up with purpose because I was talking about how the other day on Sunday, the angels were telling me 40 days from today for alignment. That puts us right around Thanksgiving time. November 25th is what I looked at, 40 days from Sunday. And that we're still in the energies of the new moon, which we mentioned earlier, the new moon, which is in Scorpio. But interesting enough, is it starts out in Scorpio and then it moves to Sagittarius. Now notice this particular Sagittarius, look at the golden, look at all this. I mean, this is like really speaking to me. I'm having a hard time putting it into words, just the whole Sagittarian. But it's like this mixture between the feminine and then like this masculine, because this is that gold energy, the horse energy. And it's like the perfect match for you to really reach your potential. Wow. So I feel like that moon is going to be very, very important. And in fact, we're even getting here a balance between the masculine and feminine energies on both sides. I feel like we're in the right place. And then look what I cut to the moon. And what's at the center is the new moon. Okay, I can't make this stuff up, you guys. I cannot make it up. So we're talking about that new moon energy. Like I said, I believe it starts in Scorpio and moves into Sagittarius. I'm almost positive. So let's go ahead and cut and see what card wants to come up. What wants to come up is Cancer. It's the shift to your structure. This has been coming up a lot. This is about this fire and ice. This is about the energy of going into those emotions. We've been talking about the throat, and we're talking about citrine, right? We're talking about the Atlantean timeline here. We're talking about going in and grabbing what you need and getting on land. This is all about going into the water, grab what you need, and then getting on dry land to alchemize. That's definitely what I'm feeling here. And what else is on here? Not only are the colors on here, but here's these plants too. Okay. Immerse yourself. So this is coming up to immerse yourself. Immerse yourself into this energy of the Cancer. Now, a lot of times the Cancer gets a bad rap because they're seen as overly emotional. But what I'm highlighting for you here with the Divine Masculine coming in, it's about the action of the Cancer, the action of the crab. It's all about being able to grasp onto something. Okay, so that's what I'm definitely feeling here. The action that it takes, that's what's being highlighted. The action. Okay, so it's all about what are you attaching to, and can you detach? Because detaching is just as much as action as attaching is. So letting go and making sure that you're grabbing onto only things that align with you, okay, in that authenticity. And this is what's all happening. This is something, and this is coming across in all the readings, but in a different way. Your discernment is going to guide you, because we're all getting skilled in discernment. Because why? Everything's changing. We can't just rest on our laurels, like we were saying. Okay, what's on bottom? On your bottom is that descendant. This also came up in the other reading. Okay. So number 37, this is the end of a cycle for you. We're really pinpointing this area for you. We're pinpointing that the Divine Masculine, there's an alignment coming. I can just feel it with so much certainty. So in the meantime, watch your structure. Watch what you're grabbing onto. If it's for you, you'll know. If it's not, you'll know. Trust your instincts. What I'm feeling here the most is to ride above the emotions. We were also getting that on the Ascended Master. Do you see how he was like running over all the shadows? It's like, don't get wrapped up. Just keep taking the steps. Okay? Yeah, just keep taking the steps. All right. Now, all of this added to a 5. So I'm going to pull you one last message from the Earth Magic. Music. Let music guide you. We're just going to get one. Yeah, the waterfall. Be effortless. Let your sacral waters flow. This is that sacral. Wow. I'm getting that this is you. This is you. Okay? And so the energies are coming together, and the mountains that you have climbed, okay? I'm not flicking off here. This is the best way to hold it. It's like these mountains that you're climbing have led to this knowledge. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Almost like the Aboriginals. The Aborigines would pass on the stories. And so this is all making more sense. This is a pretty deep reading. Number 4, always pretty deep. But guess what? It's like these runes have come with purpose, because they are the bison bones. And what did the Indians use, or shamans use, but a bag of bones that they would spill out. Okay, so that's coming up. But also, what's also coming up in this whole reading, we've brought in the crystals, we've brought in the cosmos. So this is like a cosmic shaman, ancient healing wisdom. Yeah, and that's what you're bringing up. Okay, on the left, it's just so beautiful. All these cards. I never noticed this before, but on the left and on the right, we have different markings. So on the left, we have
And this is that divine masculine. It's not authentic yet. See, we can see this. That's what I'm feeling, that your divine, that your masculine has not in its authenticity. And so your divine feminine has had to really go a long way. Look at all these beads that they've collected. Look at the feather, how it's this duality here, okay? And it's like this is the divine masculine for you. It's like it's been shrouded in shadow and hasn't been able to find its way. But the energy is coming together. And by you coming and overstepping all this lifetime after lifetime, potentially, it's like you have learned so much and you're going down into that treasure chest that we talked about. Why? To bring forward for everybody else. You're bringing ancient wisdom forward to help others, to speed up the process of ascension, because we're not doing that great so far. We need a little bit of help. So this is just beautiful. I'm also seeing like the eye shape, everything is just different from left to right. But the biggest thing that I'm also noticing here, root. This is the root chakra. This masculine energy that has been I'm just going to say it. This masculine energy that you've been working with is not your authentic energy. It's not for you. Whether it's within you, outside of you, what I mean is there's an alignment coming together that is authentic. And this is not everybody, but this is some. But it's this inauthentic energies that led to these mountains to begin with. And that's why you're the perfect person to bring to others how to overcome these obstacles. All right. So you might be interested in my attunements this week. We've got rose and amethyst coming forward to really help those sacral waters. So I think you'll love it. It's a free attunement. So just go ahead and put me in the comments. An attunement is just really like a transfer over of the energy of the amethyst crystal and the rose plant medicine. So the crystal takes the energy out. We're specifically working on the third eye, the sacral chakra, the mental body with amethyst. And what I love about amethyst is it kind of gets a bad rap, but I have a lot of channel benefits that I'll be sharing. There's so much out there. It's kind of like telephone, things have been lost. But what I love about amethyst more than anything is it allows you to align to your highest potential. It allows you to see who you're meant to be. Okay? That's the best way to explain it. And then the rose attunement comes through and overwrites on your subconscious scripts. So it's a really beautiful attunement. And I think that you're going to love it. And you can send the rose, we'll send it to the sacral waters to calm the waters in the sacral chakra, which is coming a lot in this reading. So just go ahead and post me. It's not an energy exchange. It's literally like a meditation. It's an opening of a remembering of the all, and it is from the divine. So it is basically like transferring a file. Okay, so to you, from me to you, and I've used amethyst is a beautiful. You're gonna love it. So go ahead and post me, and I've got several sessions coming up, and I'll send you the information so that you can check that out and see what these attunements are all for. Last message, pile number 4, please ground, okay? Every pile is supposed to ground, but in particular, that is coming up for you. Thank you very much. We will see you next week on Spark of Wisdom. We'll see what comes in between. I haven't had much time to record other oracle, but that is in the plans. All right. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you for being here. If you got messages, please hit that like button. Please think about sharing this, hitting the bell, subscribing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.